could that person be?
Yeah.
I don't know what to, like,
because again, when you went back,
I told him about
right? That's what I was about to say. Like you would have told him again that
I told him. I said, imagine that brother did not even show face. And I said I was not going. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. I think I even got angry with you. That I'm gisting you, you are not responding, that you are not flowing with the gist.
because you know that is the one behind the gist.
I'm telling you.
So you waited another 1 month because I know MC meets once in a month, right?
No. So they said that I should wait for my. No, they said this time around I won't come back again. That my district pastor will take care of it.
Okay.
And yes, I didn't want to go and meet my district pastor to say MC said. So me too, I kept quiet. So the following Monday, just went to church normally. So in fact, my pastor almost played prank on me because he's more like my pastor's son.
I see.
Pastor Amosu. So,
daddy.
Pastor,
Daddy.
You said you know. Yeah. So when we closed from church, I just told my friend, see, it's already late. You know how Bible study is now? The message around to 9 or after 9. So pastor was like, patience, don't go. Blessing, don't go. Wait for me. I said, this one that Pastor Mo said we should wait now. It's going to take time. I hope he will accompany us to the hostel. I should not worry, he will accompany us. So we waited for pastor. He was doing different counseling. I was rest assured it was not my husband because while pastor was talking to us, I saw him in church and I was like, Bro Wale, you are still around. He said he's going home now. And at that time, he was living outside UI.
Okay.
So when he said, I'm going home now, he left while we were still waiting for pastor. So we waited for pastor, and pastor, we were walking down from our hall down to New Hall. Immediately we got to New Hall, pastor left me beside a car and told Ochuko, come, let's talk. So my mindset was that pastor was to have a discussion with Ochuko, and they didn't want me to interfere. I didn't know that somebody was coming to propose, and pastor wanted Ochuko to leave where I was. So,
Daddy,
Pastor Mosu, the kind of parent. As in, I was standing there, and pastor just made a statement like, patience, someone is coming to see you. And immediately he turned his back and was talking to Ochuko. So at that point, I was already calculating, somebody is coming to see you. MC said my pastor will take care of it. Who could it be? So at that moment, the only person I could gist about it told me that he was going home. And I know their house is very far. So I know he would have gone. I said, around Goodness Estates, yes. So I know he would have gone. So I just stood there and I was like, God, who is this person? God, who is this person? But one thing that came to my mind was I was going to record every conversation. So I held my phone, I placed my phone on record, I did like this, and I was waiting. I was anxious. The next thing, I just stood like this. I saw Boda Wale. He was panting. He was panting very, very hard. You were running. Sammy, the experience was funny. Like, at that point, I didn't know if I should ask him, wait, were you lying that you were going home? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Do you know the person that is coming? Like, I had so many questions to ask. Before you know it, bro was reciting poem. Oh my God.
Okay. Patemko, pause. Brother Wale, over to you. This is a movie. I'm not even lying. This is a movie. All of this drama.
Looking back now, it will look like that, because I was almost home when I got a call. I know that I have an assignment. And I was like, an assignment? You? I said, okay, I'm coming back. So I had to drop all my items, my bag, I think with the colleague who I was going home with. Then I took a bike down to UI Gate, down to Newark. And I got there. Pastor was like, yeah, go and do. I was like, what? But I think I just
Even it came to you as a shock.
Yeah, because I wasn't prepared. That happened that night. Yes. Because she had even earlier called me and I told her I'm on the bike, that we are even in the bus going home. So she had confirmed that I was not the one. But I think I came back that night. Yeah. And I was I was panting and I was like, what would I say? But when you remember the few words you had, I
You
remember
have
that I was
rehearsed.
thinking someone.
What? Now you have react. So
Not much
did you
rehearsal.
watch the video
No,
to teach you how to propose?
no, I didn't do that. Yeah, at least I just summoned the courage and I started talking. I think she was just laughing. And
I was laughing, honestly.
and I didn't know she was even recording. So when I listened to the recording, I was like, yeah. But it was wonderful, yes.
No, bro, is still shy. Even as he's telling this story, he's still shy.
Yeah, because after that night, she had to call me and say, I know that now you just look quiet.
I had to call him
That
because he proposed. He refused to call me. Even to greet me when he sees me,
it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Oh,
It
see,
wasn't that.
I was the one that called you and said,
Yeah, you
feel
called me.
free, you are my friend. Just talk to me, even if I've not given you rest.
Yeah, because it was more like we were friends before, and I just proposed, and I was like, let me just give her some space. And I think then she was preparing for her presentation, yes, because I think the proposal came in like on Monday, then towards the end of the week, she was on the proposal, and she called me after the proposal that night. She gave me her answer. She asked the doctor that how did I know she's the one? I said I gave her. I answered her and everything. So after answering her, then after that we worked together. We walked down. I think the road to Baliwa, I saw her after all.
What did I tell you before I gave you answer? You have forgotten.
And you said you don't want.
I said I'm very, very troublesome.
Yeah.
I said I'm very, very troublesome. Daddy, do pray very well. And are you ready?
Yeah. I told her yes.
Yeah, I'm not even going to lie.
Okay.
It's the sincerity on both ends for me. I'm serious. It's the sincerity of the conversation. It's the sincerity of the friendship. It's the genuineness of the intention. Honestly, for me, these are the things I have noticed because I mean, being in a relationship with a man who is calm, cool-headed, quiet. As brother is saying this story, he's still shy. I'm not even joking.
Yeah. Do you know I'm still shy because many people I did not even expect I was even going to do that to that point because when I'm looking back now and knowing the way a normal guy would have gone about it, say a normal girl, but then she'd be like, how confident? The one question she keeps asking that, how confident was I that she was going to say yes?
She was hey.
Yeah, while I said, if she had said no, I would go back to bed and I just, but all the while, because it took a lot of courage for me because I remember that for 3 months, my test was in UCH, then they were having strike and I could not even give a hint.
Medical test.
Blood test. I had a delay of the blood test, so that made it quite long. And the day I was going to collect my test, I think she saw me that day and I rapidly just came to her. So she didn't know where I was going. I had to design a way I was going to get to because
you dropped your bag in my room and told me you were coming.
Yes, that's when I went to
people were asking of him. I was like, vet people. Maybe they went to treat animals somewhere. I didn't know you went to collect.
I went to the state office then. Yeah. Because for me, I didn't want to influence her decision at that period of time. Knowing that she had gone through some experiences, I wanted to at least know that all through the journey, it was just
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Looking back now, it has been God that I know, and it has been wonderful. Yeah, she's very troublesome. Yeah. She knows. She's very troublesome.
Yeah. Let me come to that part now. So how has it been? 4 years, like you guys have been in this marriage?
Yeah, 4 years. I think 4 years and let me say X because the years before we got married, at least we had a courtship period, friendship period, and I think so I think during those periods when you get to know, at least you have some ideas. Because I think we had one incident in our courtship that she almost scattered my head. Yeah. She almost scattered my head, but I think I also had to learn to see things in other perspective. I think that also helped me a lot because why I still make reference to 2019 is because that program really helped me to understand I'm not just going to meet my own kind of person. I'll somebody else, yes. And it is the way I see things, the way I help others to see it also. Because there are instances when we have had issues that I have to sit down and look back and say, okay, there could be an alternative to solve this problem. And that was I always tell her most time. But when she's coming and she's giving me front attack, I'll say, no.
There are other ways. Yeah.
Rather than you taking it off front the way you want to, the way you see it. I said, why not calm down, look at it this way, try to understand that perspective. I think that's really helped. the one thing that I think helped me through the period of we coming up together was I just when you just want to just do something for a free heart, you don't want any question in your mind that why are you having an ulterior motive or something. You're just that was the way I was just trying to just move along. Yeah, and I think it made it easy for me to keep it up to the point where I proposed to her. Because to be fair with you, it was not easy. Yeah, because she was always getting me to the point of saying,
troublesome.
yeah, because I remember one time, don't mind me, because I could be a brother that when you ask me some certain questions, it puts me off. Yeah, questions put me on. I think she did it one day. And I said, God, this is one question I would not have wanted her to ask me.
Is everything that
I know. Yeah, I know.
You don't want to talk? You don't want to?
Yes, because at that point we said my mother had to call my cousin and said, are you sure Wale is fine? Because he's like looking for that perfect woman. And at that point of time, my mom didn't know I was going to the MC. Until I think she had to corner me that day at Ife in my cousin's house.
If you know how to propose.
And that's when I know how to propose. And I told them. Then I now told her that she should not worry. I've been to the MC already. I'm in the process.
She will be sure.
Like, I said, yes, don't worry. Now when it's time, you know the person. And by the time we did the introduction and everything, my mom was like, by the time at least now, they are best of friends. Even they don't even, she doesn't even call me like she does. Yeah, she talks to her mom. Yeah. So I think that's something that.
Wow. I mean, this is beautiful. This is my first time we're hearing this story in this manner. And I feel like, honestly, it just reinforces, to me that every love story is unique, honestly. Like, sometimes you're looking this direction and God is saying this is where you're going. Honestly. Yeah. And it's just beautiful that we can trust God with these areas of our lives and we trust that His leading is, good for us. It's going to take us to, because He knows the best for us. Honestly, I used to think that because of my kind of personality, like, okay, getting married to somebody that is cool-headed, calm, would be the best for me, yeah. And I'm not going to lie. I was in maybe one relationship with somebody that was cool-headed, and I'm like, because again, I've heard a lot of opposite attract. If you are this energetic, don't mind. I don't know how my life would have been. God who knows, He just knows the person who fits your life. He knows the person who is okay for you. So if we're able to trust Him with that decision, He's just going to give us the best. Look at how Dr. Pat is shining. No. Look at
Yeah.
Bro, when he's maintaining you properly, we don't even need any.
It's good.
It's over 4 years, and it's beautiful to see. Honestly, beautiful to see. So let me, as wrap this up, let's talk about challenges that would come, in this journey. Of course, I mean, there's no journey without challenges, right? Challenges that will come. If you're able to maybe address one or two, how did you, solve it? How did you, go through it? How did you pull through, those phases when you're like, oh my God, we're at this crossroad and we really need you to come through for us. And I'm asking you to speak to that because, as we go on in life, I just believe generally that life itself has challenges. And it comes to us in different forms, shapes, and sizes, and in different ways. The way we attack it or the way we approach it is what's going to matter. So if you can just speak to that, and then you give one or two advice for those who are just coming, we that are just coming, if you could just do that and then all this a close.
Yeah. There's so many. I don't know where to start from.
So many challenges
when it comes to marriage. Yes, for marriage. Yeah, it's I think one of the challenges we had was as regards dealing with your family members. Because I think while we began our courtship, it was just calls and it was more like we're telling them, okay, these are wanted to do things, these are wanted to go around it. I think they allowed us for some reasons known to them until we got to that point where we gave birth to our first baby. Yeah, because I remember them so well. But one thing is I realized is that I think because we agreed, one thing we should work out in the beginning when it comes to dealing with our in-laws. Because between the two of you, try to come to a compromise. Yeah, I'll call it a compromise point. Because we had the way we do things in our home. So we have to look for a way of, okay, this is the way my own setting is, your setting is. Okay, let's see how you can work around it. And I think another thing was we cover up for each other.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Because because for me now, in our own family settings, I'm seen as Wale is gentle. He doesn't talk. Even when they greet, they'll be like, I don't know if they can even hear from me. But she will nothing that he's busy at times. So she would come up anyway and put you in a good picture. Then the same thing.
Let me come in one aspect. Sometimes I will do video call to my parents. I will intentionally carry it to the front of him. I want him to talk.
So it doesn't look like you're always covering him up.
Yes. And my mom is just like me. My mom can tease him. So when my mom starts teasing him, he will now start laughing. He will start talking. So I make sure I do that, like maybe even if it is once in a month or once in 2 months, so that his face will not be very, very scarce.
I love it.
So I think that was one part we had to work around it. Then two, dealing with your in-laws, you also have to take your stand. Yeah, I think it's something that, especially with my own people, because I'm the only boy in the family, everybody will want to have an idea of this how to do that, this how you do that and that. But I think we got help. We're able to put some things together, work some things out. And I think over the time they realize that this is who this person is. He's married now. This is what he wants.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. So it's because I remember instances when he said I think there'll be a choice of certain things. Especially when you have your mom wants to go, this is how you do that. And I'll say, mommy, this is what I want. Yeah, this is how I want it. So, and I think over time they got to understand that this is the way we want to do it, and so that it works. That's one thing that also put into consideration, and maybe prayers that as a couple you starting your journey, whatever even level you've got into in marriage, and whatever decision the two of you take together, that God should grant you favor. Because I think that's something that has helped us. So every decision we made, we're personal, we're together, we have always had that favor, yes, on both sides, and it has always been wonderful. And that's something through this journey. Then another aspect is the aspect of money. Money, especially finances, money. I think it's something that in the early stage we worked around it in the aspect that I had an upbringing where it was quite different from what we are doing now. Yeah. For me to work around it, I had to be open to her. I said, this is what I have. This is how it is. And I think for the beginning, I remember we were planning for the marriage. And she already started saying, this is where we are going to show the wedding gown. This is this and this and that. And they had gone to do quotation. And I saw quotation. I was like, God, where would I get this money?
You'll be like, this is time they calm down at all.
Yeah, she was quite fair. She was quite fair. And I really I appreciate her, because when it got to that point and her parents were like, your husband will do this and that, she just said, she told them to, she said, my husband does not have money.
Yeah, so I had to tell them.
My husband does not have money.
I remember I told my mom, I said, if you finish the money, your daughter will suffer. I'll be drinking garlic. We don't have money.
My mom not finish the money for my marriage. Where do you know?
Yeah,
I love it.
Right from that onset till now, it's the same thing we do with money. Yeah, so I think we have not had, even though we're going to have it, deciding what to do and how to move from that point. But that's always
great. I know this thing you just briefly mentioned, how even when we're preparing for the wedding and all that, and then the wife's family is bringing different things, different bills, because especially in Yoruba setting, that's how it usually is, right? They used to feel, I know that in the East today too, they have their own, thing, but in Yoruba, they're like, our daughter, this and especially, when you are even well read and all that, they want to stay and collect. See, if you are not there to defend your husband, it is not your husband that will be going to meet your parents to be saying, no, you will be the one to stamp your foot on the ground. No, mommy, no, we can't. During my wedding, no, I literally was saying, no, we're not paying for this. So no, you people, there was a time after my mom had talked, I just started, I said, mommy, please, which one are you people paying for? Let me know. I'm not joking. Like, I want to know how much you people are contributing from this list. Let me know. And let me know how much my husband and I are contributing, because you people, no, you cannot come and stress my husband. No. So I love it that you were able to, defend him and say, no, we're not paying for this, we're not paying for that. Because at the end of the day, if your husband use all the money to do wedding, You people will enter the. I know we don't have people like that here, but I really, really love that. I love that you mentioned. Thank you so much, honestly, for sharing. What word of counsel would you give to those of us who are just coming behind? I mean, some of us were not even cross line. I don't start. We just put leg into the water. And some people have not even put leg at all. Even me now, I'm not a senior. You understand? So, what word of counsel, are you going to say?
I will say something, then I know he's going to crown it up. Yeah, from my end, we are different. I'm a kind of person that when I see something that needs to be done, I do it like immediately. As I'm trying to do it and it's not working, I've calculated plan B. I'm working on plan B. As it dey hot, I'm just sharp. But you see my husband,
he wants to process it. He wants to think. He wants to pray about it.
We take his time. Like, it takes his time to a fault. It takes his time that, oh God, I'll have this vexation within me that, what is it? Even Jesus did not want it as perfect. What is it? What's the problem? Like, he will wait. Let me give an instance. Even when we had to relocate, just for my husband, they've sent to a site, drop your CV. I want to sit down and work on it. My husband can work on something until the deadline will pass.
He just wants to ensure it is perfect. He just wants to ensure it is perfect.
But it got to a point. I think the deadline was 12 a.m. 12 a.m. the following morning was the deadline. Why you are smiling? The deadline will be 12 a.m. We had planned because I had to. There's no way I worry him up. My husband will not do it. There is no way I want to try. He will tell me that if it takes his time, he will do it better than me that I've rushed to do it. Honest, I've seen it work. Most of the things I do, I will feel happy that I've done it. By the time my husband will come, I will finish everything. I will not have not done anything. So when I knew that, I understood that I'm not the kind of person that is painstaking in doing things, but he is. So I try to adjust, but I make sure that he doesn't do it when the deadline is passed. I just keep reminding. Sometimes I will jokingly say, sorry that I'm reminding you again, I'll quickly go and do it. Sorry like 10 times, but I will say it. So when it was almost time for, like, the deadline was few hours, let's submit this thing. That was when he remembered there was something he was supposed to put under employment. He has not put. If he put it again, he will ask me. I'm already getting angry. And he was still asking me. Should you submit? After some minutes, something might still come to my mind that will make this thing perfect than this. Let's still wait. And oh my God, I'm boiling within me that time is going. You understand? So for people that are like me, they must learn to be able to manage it. As much as we have this zeal, we have to still calm down to make sure that someone that will painstakingly do something will do it well. And I also attended a marriage conference when I was single. And I asked a question, like, at that point, I already knew it was the one. But I had one fear about getting married. I felt it was too cool. It was too cool. Like, I don't want. In fact, I had to ask a friend of mine, don't you think this guy is like a woman? How do you think I will cope? Like, that was my fear. So I asked the question during the conference. I said, if something is right for the family, and the husband is taking time, he's not doing it, you as a wife, you know he's right. Can you just stand up and do it? And the man said no. He said, when you do it at the first time, and the man is not talking, you do it the second time, before you know it, you won't give him a voice. You just keep him and keep talking because you are the talking type. See, that thing humbled me. I went to pray about it. I seriously went to pray about it. So most times, I'm not happy that this decision is dragging, but I don't want to fight. So I'll just stylishly be reminding him. I'll stylishly be dragging him. Sometimes I will say, okay, what should I do? Should I bring the laptop? Oh yeah, what should I do? What should I add? So that it will now start, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So it's really that aspect. I had to calm down. So people like me, to be honest, to blend it. So that to not be people outside. Your husband loves you. He cares about you. He doesn't mind if you overpower him. He doesn't care. But he doesn't portray him well outside.
Yeah.
When they see that just you are the one making
You're the one
decisions,
always fronting, always
you are
taking the
the
lead.
one in front
Yeah.
every time.
Mm. Mm.
So as
This
much
is
as he doesn't talk and I talk, sometimes even when that spirit comes upon me, why are you laughing now? And I've made like I'm in the bit of making some decisions outside. I'll just tell myself, patience, calm down, call your
that's
husband.
it. That's it.
And immediately I will just call him.
Hmm.
And most times, what he will tell me to do will be totally different from what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yes, totally different. And I will realize that what he has asked me to do is actually the best.
Better.
Yes.
See?
So that's the aspect
I love it. Honestly, like I love the perspective you have brought on board, honestly. And this is very practical. This is very practical. I don't know if it is all men that take their time to do things, but I feel like men see if we take a survey, we will have more men who take their time to do things, right?
Yes.
Than more women. I'm serious. I feel like because you know how they say men are very logical and all that, we are emotional. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's sometimes also it also comes with their own personality as a man. They want to ensure that they are also not making mistakes or they are not committing errors when they're making their decisions. So they want to ensure that it is already a well thought process. So that by the time they are done, they will not now be beating themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I have observed. You understand?
Yes.
And sometimes I'm like, hey, brother.
At a point, you know what? You know what he told me at a point? He said, see, if I was not this painstaking, I would choose you as my wife. I took my time to choose. I took my time. I knew I was not going to make a mistake.
I love it. I love it. That level of no, I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Opali, what's it going to be from you? Advice.
Yeah, I think okay. I mean, okay. I just want to add something. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah, we can't say 4 years.
Why did you scream the 4
Yeah,
years?
why I say 4 years is because like we started, 4 years don't work. Yeah, 4 years.
As
Yeah,
in, no. Because I remember when we came to Kaba.
No.
yeah. So what I'm trying to make reference to is from the beginning there'll be issues. Yeah, I think that's many people don't plan for, and many may not have built up certain aspects of their lives to cope with those things. Happen. Yeah, though we have different experiences and where we got to. I think one thing we came to settle for this, I had to let her know, and I pointed it out to her. We would have issues. It's normal. It's yeah, it's normal. I said, but one thing that we must always do the thing that is natural that you have to do for that person. Yeah. Because I've had experiences and I came from an environment where when two of you are not talking to each other, that's when the things that you would decide to call that person you will not call. You to maybe the house you will not do. You just walk out in the morning and that's all. Then you not come back in the night.
You'll not be keeping malice inside the same house.
Yeah. So I think one thing we had to bring up, like a setting, is that no matter whatever happens, if I am still to wash the plate, wash the plate. If I'm still meant to give you the money, do that great thing. If I'm still meant to carry you somewhere, especially as a man, you're privileged to have certain resources at hand. And because you're having an issue with your wife, you will feel that I'm not ready to do this in fact. Let me just let it go. Yeah. Yeah, so many marriages.
We still wake up and take me to work.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so because I also have to use it to also put some measures in place that you don't just act out of anger,
order.
out of order. Yeah. And that way, because you continue doing what is natural, you will still have an opportunity to talk about that issue and solve it, rather than allowing it to fester for days and it becomes you start keeping distances. Then each person starts beginning to look for a way to compensate for what that person's happening. I think that's where most people begin to miss it. Because by the time the other person begins to compensate what you should do as a man in the house, the man begins to find an alternative and begins to manage herself. Then gradually you then see issues like he doesn't talk to me, he doesn't stay in the house again, he just wants to. So then she herself will be compensating that with the children because the children will enjoy, they won't argue with her, they won't fight with her. Then you as a man, you prefer to go outside, stay outside for a long time. So early in the marriage, let that setting be there that what is natural, no matter whatever is going on between the two of you.
Mm,
Do what you would naturally do for that person.
mm,
It's
mm.
not us to solve a lot of things. So whenever we had an issue in the morning, I think at some point in time when you know you can't go to work without solving that issue, yeah, you just laugh and
I
say,
love it. I love it. And these things are really relatable. I'm serious, and I'm grateful. Like I'm grateful that you shared like relatable experiences. Honestly, I remember that when I was courting with my husband. Me too. When we have issues like that, like maybe when we have issues,
"Stop."
when he says "I love you," I'm like, "Thank you." Okay.
I
I'm
tell you,
that attitude, like, I'm like, babe, I said that, never make it. I know, thank you. You just offended me. Now, why do you want me to say I love you? There was something my husband said. There was something he said, and then he said, there was something he just spoke, and then he said, baby, I want to ask something. Is your love for me season now? Like, isn't that whenever I offend you, the love you claim you have just disappears?
stop. Yeah, yeah.
It was, and when I had to sit down, I'm like, oh my, it's true. This thing I doing is not good. It is very, very bad. And a lot of us are like that. Women especially, yeah. Women especially because we like all this shakara and them.
Yeah.
You want him to know that that thing you did, he did pain you very
No.
well. So you're giving him attitude, yeah. But honestly, if you want peace of mind in your marriage, me, I never reached to give marriage advice. So now I dey talk. I beg. But please, if you want peace of mind, this thing Mr. Wale said, continue to do the things you would naturally do for the person.
You're not
Right?
sorry.
Just continue to do it. Yes, I know you are not happy. Yes, we know you are angry. The person has offended you. But the love is still there. You see, you still love the person. It is whatever the person has done that you are not happy with. You know, it's not the individual. So address the issue and don't deal with the person. You see what I'm saying? Why? Oh my God, it's been an interesting conversation. I really, really want to thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your story. God bless your home. More years together, 40 years together, 100 years together in God's service. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for your time. God bless
Thank
you.
you too. Thank you too. Thank you for making my husband talk.
You know this Dr. Pate, she's truly a double maker. I don't know how Wale is coping, but God has given him the grace.
He's coping well now. He's coping well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you too.
Baby,
I'm grateful.
have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, that was such a beautiful, beautiful session. Did you enjoy it? Did you learn something? What did you learn? Do you want to tell me in the comment section? Wow. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed every bit of that interview, honestly. I learned a lot also. And I'm just so happy that, Mr. and Mrs. Akijala, decided to share their story. I'm really just so happy and grateful to God for them. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Please like, share, drop a comment, subscribe, and of course, drop a word of prayer, for our beloved couple. I'll see you again in another video. Until I come your way, continue to have a beautiful life. Live joyfully and happily. Have a great day.